Today we're with Mike Brouk, who's the co-chair of the Western Dairy Management Conference. Mike, we're glad you're here to talk about this year's program. But as we begin, just give us a little perspective on how long this program has been running and how it got started.
Thanks, Joel. The program actually got started, the first Western Dairy Management Conference was held in 1993. It was known as the Large Herd Conference at the time. And really it was the, developed in 1991 as a result of a large herd conference that was held in Florida. And some of the extension specialists from the western part of the United States attended that conference and decided that something like that should be held in the western part of the United States. So that was really the start of the conference, and it's continued to be an important part of the dairy industry and a way to communicate with not only dairy producers but also the allied dairy industry in the western part of the United States.
Tell us a little bit about the two-year cycle. You have not tried to do this annually, but it does take 2 years of planning. Just talk a little bit about how it's put together.
Sure. So one of the reasons why I think it was set up on a 2-year cycle to start with is, there's new things that come along every year, but if you go on a 2-year cycle, you really have an opportunity to put together a really, really strong program that includes things from the last couple of years. And I think it helps in terms of our planning process. We actually met in January of 2018 to plan the program, at least the main part of the program, speakers, topics, those sorts of things. So about the time we finish one conference, we actually start on the process of planning the next conference. And it really does take a long time to put this type of program together. And everybody that's involved, we've got, I think, people from 26 states now that are involved in the planning process. Most of those are individuals that work as dairy extension specialists in their respective states. We do have some folks from the allied industry that work in the area of dairy publications that also join us on that committee to help us with the planning process.
And as a result, you put together a full program that runs nearly 3 days. Tell us about some of the highlights that you're looking forward to this year. And maybe first, we better talk about the dates and the location.
Sure. We're going to be back at the Pepper Mill again this year, the same hotel we used in 2017. So we'll be in Reno, Nevada. And we actually have a really full program this year. I'll talk in a little bit about a program that's going to occur on Monday. The main conference starts on Tuesday, right at 8 o'clock in the morning on February 26th with our platinum sponsor pre-conference program. And we've got, looks like 24 different 30-minute presentations that producers and others can attend on various topics. Really, really strong program. And then our main program will kick off at 1 o'clock on, again, Tuesday, February 26th. We got a full day on Wednesday, February 27th, and another full day on Thursday, February 28th. We hope to be able to conclude the conference about 4 o'clock p.m. on Thursday, February 28th.
It looks like you have a really interesting speaker to lead off the session, a farmer from Canada who's got quite a story to tell. Can you just give us a little insight?
Sure. I think, well, if you want to look him up on the internet, that might even give a person a better idea of what Chris is all about. But his name is Chris Cook, and that's K-O-C-H. And Chris has overcome a lot of physical challenges in his life, having no arms or legs. And he gets around, travels all over, and is a motivational speaker and just a real ball of fire. I actually just received an email from Mike Gamrath, and he's one of our other co-chairs, and Mike has been working with Chris, and Chris actually plans to spend the entire conference with us. He's not just coming to give the lead-off presentation. He's going to come and he's going to be with us on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I just really encourage people to take the opportunity to meet with him. He's a very personable person, a farmer, and I think you'll really be amazed at the things he's accomplished in his life and just his attitude as he approaches life with a lot of challenges that you and I don't have.
And as you suggested, Googling him does result in some YouTube videos that are really amazing. And we look forward to his presentation and to meeting him. We're speaking today with Mike Brouk at Kansas State University. He's one of the co-chairs of the Western Dairy Management Conference. He will be at the Western Dairy Management Conference February 26th through 28th in Reno, Nevada. Mike, any parting benediction for us about the conference this year?
Sure. Just want to call your attention to the Monday program. This year we are joined with the Council on Dairy Cattle Breeding. They're holding a meeting on Monday. It'll start at 9 o'clock in the morning, run till 4:30. It's a really fantastic program. The focus of the program is genomics the next 10 years. So obviously genomics have had a very heavy impact on our industry in the last 10 years, and moving forward in the next decade, I think there's going to be a lot of interesting things happen in this area, and that's really what this program's about. So it is a separate registration from the Western Dairy Management Conference, but it is a full day on Monday. If you would like to take a look at that, I encourage you to go to our website, and the program for that, as well as our pre-conference program for the platinum sponsors, as well as the main conference, are on the website, as well as ways to register for the conference and for your hotel room. So just to remind everybody that early bird registration for the conference is, the deadline for that is February 1st, and deadline for registering for hotel rooms is February 3rd.
Thank you, and the website is wdmc.org, I believe.
That's correct.
We've been speaking today with Mike Brouk of Kansas State University, a co-chair of the Western Dairy Management Conference. Mike, we appreciate speaking with you and look forward to attending the conference.
Thank you for the opportunity to share.
This is Joel Hastings with dairybusiness.com for This Week in Dairy.